What's up everybody and welcome to my top 5 favorite mods for Fallout 4. So I did just make one of these videos for Skyrim Special Edition and a lot of you guys did really like it, so I did decide to go back to Fallout 4 and kind of tell you guys what mods I've been enjoying over my past almost year now with the game. Thinking I'm going to want to post these videos maybe once a month or something like that, because obviously what your favorite mods are going to change as new mods are released and as you grow tired of kind of old mods that you've been using for a while. Regardless, this is normally the part where I ask you guys to consider subscribing, but how about something different today? YouTube recently changed their algorithm so engagement is going to rank videos better and just make all around channels that have high engagement perform better. So although yes, I encourage you to consider subscribing, how about today you guys comment something down below? I actually have an interesting question for you all. What is your favorite mod? Whether it be a weapon mod, an armor mod, or whatever, I'm just curious. I make so many videos on mods, but I don't know what you guys actually enjoy or what you actually use day to day in your own games. I can infer based on view numbers, but I really don't get a chance to talk to you guys, so for this video I'm definitely going to be looking to talk to some of you in the comments and just kind of interested in what you have to say. With all that being said, let's just jump right into it. So let's just get the weapon mods out of the way. I basically have two weapon mods that I really do enjoy using, especially as of late. That's going to be first and foremost the Scarh H. This is going to be an assault rifle mod. Pretty much since the day this was released, I was like, okay, this is going to be my favorite weapon mod. I like a lot of things about this gun. One, it has custom animations as well as custom sounds. Obviously, that's really good. A lot of weapon mods are kind of coming out with that now, but when this came out, it was one of the few assault rifles, or really just weapon mods in general, to actually have those features. On top of that, I really just like a lot of the accessories he does offer. They're not overdoing it, giving you too much customizability, although sometimes that's nice. On this particular weapon, I didn't really need much. I just wanted kind of a nice little scope that was using the see-through sights framework and maybe a few color options to change the look of the gun a little bit, and this gun has all that. Maybe some other people are going to look for more than that in a gun, but not me personally. That's pretty much everything I did want. But that's not it. You also need a sidearm to kind of accompany your main firearm, and for that I'm going to want the M1870 revolver. I did just make a video talking about the top 5 revolver mod, so check that out if you're looking for your own revolver as a sidearm, but this one is my personal favorite. I did say it in the video. I just really enjoy using this. This gun's actually even simpler than the Scarh H as far as weapon mods go. There's really only two things you could do here, and change the barrel as well as change the receiver, and then integrated into those are 3 different color options. I personally like the normal color, not the gold or stainless steel, but regardless, again, this is just a really trustworthy weapon mod. It does add in its own custom sounds, it reuses animations so there's no animations glitches, and actually a little feature that I do really like, it allows you to craft your own custom ammo to be used with the gun. Well, you have to use your own custom ammo with the gun. All around, again, these are my two kind of favorite weapon mods. They're the ones I find myself going back to time and time again when I have to use a weapon to make a video or just want to play the game for my own. So up next we have Fallout 4 War Tags, or I guess really FO4 War Tags. Basically what this mod is going to add in is these new custom and very cool paint jobs for all the power armors in the game, or at least most of the power armors in the game. This mod actually only recently got a pretty big update, which I do plan to make a video on in the near future, but yeah, this is actually kind of my favorite power armor mod, I guess you could say. I do like custom power armors, and I kind of go through phases as to which of those I like in comparison to this, but sometimes when I'm playing Fallout 4, I don't want to deal with going and getting a custom power armor. I just like using the ones available in the game, and a lot of times when I do that, I do love having this mod because it really changes the feel and look of the power armors while kind of maintaining their, I guess you could say, presence in the game. It's not overhauling the game, but it's definitely making them feel like they're modded and very different from what you have vanilla. I also really like a lot of the actual paint jobs. I think they're pretty cool and interesting, but even more so than that, I feel like sometimes you can't even tell there's a paint job on, but in the times you do want to tell if there's a paint job on, you totally can. I'm not sure if that really made sense, but I just feel like the way the paint jobs are created and meshed together just flows really well with the armors and the game as a whole.
Having
So that little intro bit there is actually from my original video on Vivid Weathers. Vivid Weathers is my favorite weather mod. It didn't start out that way though. I did like True Storms more at first. I was actually using it a lot more in my videos for some various reasons, but I have since come over and really starting to fall in love more with Vivid Weathers. Believe it or not, it's actually not because of the weathers added in by the mod. It's actually because of the slight graphical changes that the mod does make. When you install this on your game will actually look a little bit differently. I also use the ENB, that being Vogue ENB, for all of my videos, so I'm kind of judging this based on those two in tandem. It's kind of hard to explain, but I guess if you've watched my channel, you've seen the effects of these because I pretty much use these two in every single video. Regardless, I feel like it just makes a lot of the different things look a little bit sharper, especially when you're going closer up to them without actually changing the texture quality. I also like the way it makes landscapes look. I feel like it just makes it look like a more appropriate place for the time period. I don't really like the way vanilla Fallout 4 looks, but I don't think anyone likes that. And although it's not really appropriate for me, a lot of users on Xbox One really should, I think, download Vivid Weathers because I think it's making your game look better without the need of an ENB. It does some stuff that just makes everything look, again, just better. I don't really know how to describe it. I have leaned towards this over True Storms quite often now over the past few months, and I think you should do the same. So then as far as armor mods go, we do have the Rebel, which has since been added to the Mercenary pack. I've used this in a lot of videos. I'm sure you've seen it a lot of times. A lot of you guys normally asked in the past, hey, what armor mod is that? And unfortunately, it was not publicly available. Basically, Lord of War took all his mods down, but I did have the Rebel from previously him doing that. Fortunately, now with the release of the Mercenary pack, which I'm sure you've heard of, the Rebel is available to everyone again. And although I do really like that armor pack, the real mod I'm talking about here is just the Rebel, which happens to now be included in that. I just think it's a cool looking armor mod. It is kind of, again, one of those mixed armor and clothing mods, I guess is the best way to describe it. It does provide some minor protections, but a lot of people probably would want to use an armor with that. I personally don't. I just freeball it like that. I think the look and feel of the armor or clothes or whatever you want to call it does fit really well into Fallout 4. I actually really like the ability to kind of customize all those different accessories. If you've never used the armor before, it comes with different gloves, a face mask, a hood, another goggle mask thing, and you kind of pick and choose which of these you do want to include. Sometimes I don't feel like having the whole hood face mask thing going on, and other times I do. It also comes with a pretty cool looking backpack. Overall, I think it just goes well with a lot of other backpack mods out there, as well as fits very well into Fallout 4 as a whole. When you're using the Rebel, you definitely feel like you're a character in a post-apocalyptic game, and obviously that's what Fallout 4 is. On top of that, it actually is just a good looking armor outside of all of that. So last but certainly not least, we do have holstered weapons by Azar. What this mod is going to add in is a bunch of different kind of holstered weapons on your character. So this ranging from kind of hip mounted, side mounted, back mounted shotguns or rifles, back mounted shotguns and rifles, or a backpack with a shotgun and a rifle mounted on it. I personally really like using the tan backpack with a shotgun and rifle along with the Rebel with no backpack. It's that combination that made me put both of these mods on that list, although I think the Azar's holstered weapons actually scores a little bit higher in my book. I find myself even using this mod when I don't have the Rebel on. Let's say I'm just using some of the vanilla armors from Fallout 4. I just think putting on this backpack with the rifle looks so much better. There are a few different color options, so you could have brown, tan, a Vault 101 kind of color, and I feel like all of them fit in one way or another. Basically, you're going to find one of these colors and it's going to match what you're going to be using as your armor that day. All around, pretty simple mod, but again, this is kind of the way I play Fallout 4. It's one of my favorite mods and one I find myself going back to time and time again. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video. Tell me in the comments down below what your favorite mods are. I'm genuinely curious to hear what you guys have to say. I'm wondering if it's going to be like a bunch of power armor mods, maybe modern firearms for a lot of you, but again, just let me know in the comments down below. As always, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.